Well, hello for Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm not sure where you are now, but here in the southern hemisphere we're in winter and it's cold, wet and windy today. I'm just hoping the wind is enough that I can actually get some clothes dry before the wet rain, all of that comes in. Craft work this week, I've managed to do a few paper piecing pattern designs. Haven't managed to do much of late, but this last week I did a couple of patterns for the Tales of Beetle the Bard challenge for HP paper piecing on LiveJournal. I've also had a couple of requests for some Twilight theme patterns for a Twilight quilt that somebody's working on, so haven't managed to test those patterns yet, so you don't get to see them just yet. And the challenge patterns, well, I'm keeping those a surprise for when the challenge is completed. Further to that, my mother's brought me some of my grandmother's and great-grandmother's sort of embroidery bits and pieces, so I might show you those. We'll start off with my grandmother's handiwork. My grandmother was born in 1899 in South Australia here. She tends to use 2 strands of thread for her embroidery, so she doesn't do much in the way of edging. I can understand I don't like edging either. But so the edging on this item is done in bias binding. She couldn't crochet either, so she didn't do crochet edges. But she's probably better at embroidery than I am, because I'm just, can't do a straight line, whatever. But embroidery is just not my thing. Oh well. So this is what my grandmother did. My grandmother unfortunately passed away in 1988, but seeing as she was born in 1899, I think that's a pretty good innings. But this is the work, so just trying to see if you can get the whole image there, sort of an idea of what it is. Anyway, it's an apron with a Chinese lady motif on it. The lantern, just trying to get it with some decent lighting on it. Oh, that's going to be too bright. No. There we go. Anyway, there's a little pocket. So there we go. So there's a little pocket in the lantern there. So my grandmother would have done that when she was relatively young. She had 4 children, all under the age of 3 at the time. She had a 2-year-old, and then she had triplets. All survived. Oldest surviving triplets in South Australia, and my mother was one of them. So most of the embroidery work she did before the triplets were born, because after that she kind of had her hands full. And then we had the Depression, that's about the same time. So yes, there wasn't much with that sort of thing happening. So that would have been done about the 1920s, most likely. Now I've got some work of her mother. Now my great-grandmother, she did much finer work. What I've got here is just a little doily of hers. She tends to use a single strand with her needlework, with her embroidery, and you can't really see the details too much, but it is much finer. And of course she's done some nice edging on this one. I'm not going to get some detail, but anyway, it's a nice sort of crocheted lace on the edge. So I've actually got her old crochet book somewhere too. So, but yeah, so she did a much finer work, and this is just one of the items that she's done. I've got a few tablecloths and that sort of thing, which are a bit awkward to show you on my laptop. But there we go. But it's nice that I can work out who's done what out of all the embroidery by the different styles. I don't know if somebody's one day going to go through my items and see what I did. I've got some items that my mother did, and she's not as good at embroidery, just like me. So she's done some very basic stuff, I think from her sort of later school days, and not much else after that. But she did knitting, and she was very big at her knitting, so you can't do everything. Well, you can try to, but yeah, it's good to excel at a couple of things. So that's been really this week. I've got some lovely gifts in the mail from some friends. Thank you so much, everyone. Some lovely homemade crafty goodies, and it's fabulous. Also, my darling husband knows the way to a crafty woman's heart. No flowers, no chocolate. He bought me a packet of fat quarters from a craft shop. It's a lovely chicken theme, because in case you don't know, I'm obsessed with chickens. Yeah, so he got me some chicken themed fat quarters from a local quilt shop while he was out on his lunch break. So thank you very much, my darling husband, for that. So that's this week. Hopefully I'll be able to start posting some pics on my life journals of some of the patterns I've been doing, and so you can see those. And yeah, and I'm also hoping sometime this week to actually download all my pictures and get some goodies up for you, so you can see all these lovely things people have been giving me this week. They're so naughty, all of you. Thank you so much. So hope you're all having a lovely week, and that those of you in the northern hemisphere are having a lovely summer's day, and hope you're all keeping well. Talk to you next time. Bye.